Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Snow with Creative Community Solutions. We are here at Poplar Hill Missionary Baptist Church. And I tell you what, everybody that we've been able to talk with, everybody that was in attendance for the MLK programming today really has some positive takeaways. And we're here to speak with the keynote speaker. If you will introduce yourself for people who don't know who you are.
Sure. I'm Craig Newton, Mayor of the City of Norcross. I'm a lifer. I've lived in the city of Norcross all of my life. I grew up there, went to school there, and then, of course, later went on to college at Central Georgia Tech, where I studied metrology, which is the study of measuring, because I've always wanted to know how things came together. And I've always been a bit of a tinkerer myself. I'd love to take things apart and put them back together. I take them apart to analyze them, then put them back together to see if I could make it better. So and that's what I'm trying to do.
You know, it sounds like, now, not on the same degree, but I remember as a kid, it was like Legos and Tinker Toys, like putting stuff together and taking them apart. But putting stuff together definitely is part of what you do in regards to your role as mayor. But before getting into that, we know today, the MLK holiday, and I ask this question of everybody. What does this day and what does that man and his philosophies and approaches mean to you?
Yeah, today is an important day, not only for those close followers of Dr. King, but for people throughout the entire world, because Dr. King's legacy is one that impacts not only where we are right now, but really where we're going in the future. It wasn't a 50 or however year long ministry that he had. His ministry is enduring, his work is enduring, and we need to find ways to embrace his philosophy and see how we can make it applicable to our lives on a day-to-day basis.
Okay. Now today, of the roles that you have of public servant, you are serving as mayor of Norcross. Walk through with us how you're able to incorporate aspects of King's philosophy, as well as things that you've learned through your upbringing, professional experience, family life. How do you blend all these together to basically carry out the duties as mayor?
Yeah, you know, King's philosophy of nonviolence is one that is embraced by cultures all over the world. I know that he was inspired by Mahatma Gandhi, who really focused on nonviolence resistance. And once he was able to grasp that philosophy along with his biblical and scriptural teachings, I think that propelled his career and propelled him to meteoric status of being the leader that he was. And being a leader myself, for this, being mayor for the city of Norcross, I'm in a position where I have to support everyone. My job as a public servant is just that. It's a public servant. I serve the entire public, not just one race, one creed, one color. But I embrace serving the entire community. I get calls even in the middle of the night from everything from, can you please fix my pothole, to Mayor, I'm homeless. What can be done? Where are the resources that I can find to help me and my family? Because now we're sleeping in a car. And, you know, in an instant, our life can change. In an instant, we can be prosperous and we can have everything going right for us. But that job closes or moves or a hostile takeover. Any of us could be there. So as a public servant, I continue to find ways to serve the public.
Mm-hmm. So in addition to incorporating that, I'm still listening to what you said at the very opening. You like to build things up, break them apart. How can we rebuild them even better than we did before? So as we get ready to wind down, if people don't remember anything else about the holiday, about the work you're doing professionally as a public official, what would you say would be one takeaway that you like people to have that they can kind of put in their hip pocket or put in their inside jacket pocket?
Well, you know, Dr. Martin Luther King embraced the philosophy of nonviolence. And we're talking about taking things apart and putting them back together. But Dr. King also met on occasion and met with Malcolm X, and they blended philosophies. They talked about things that they could agree on and move forward on. I think all of us need to analyze, take apart, dissect where I am, where do I want to go, what do I need to do. Take those apart, analyze those, put those back together, and shape yourselves for the future. Prepare yourself for that next step, because no matter where you are in life, there's always something better for you that's out there. Take the time to find out what that is. Take the time to make improvements. Take the time to change. It's important that we all realize that we're here for a purpose. We have a reason that we're here. We need to find whatever that is. We need to find it. We need to grasp it. We need to own it, because we're accountable not only to ourselves, but I believe that we're accountable to God for what He's given us.
Wow. And I'm glad that you said that, because even in your remarks today, you can find that purpose at any time, at any moment, just like you explained how life can change one way to another. So for those of us out there, if you haven't discovered your purpose, it's coming.
Yes.
It is coming.
It
Mayor,
is.
we thank you so much for taking time out today, for being here today, for dropping some tremendous gems and nuggets. Best wishes with all you're working on, and thank you once again.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.